Alright, once again, I am back, and I am Baby Noobcakes, and it is time to play some Shadowrun Dragonfall. And yesterday we just finished up last time is a better way to put it. Last time we finished up Shadowrun Returns, and we defeated all the bugs, and one of the characters, Herr Brachus, wound up getting he went back to Germany before the final mission was completed, or he was headed back to Germany, and as far as I know, I read a tiny little bit of the Wikipedia page, and I know that this one takes place in Germany, so I'm gonna guess that we might just meet up with him before the game is over. We're just gonna go ahead and play on normal. I'm not looking to fail a whole bunch. Do I continue? I think I am going to try to continue with my elf mage. I really liked that. And at the end of the last episode, I was also talking about trying a bunch of different playstyles, but I think I just really want to stick with the elf mage. Who do we play? This is probably the closest thing to my last character. I also kind of like this one. You know what? I kind of like that one. Let's get rid of that hair. Let's see, what do I want? Ooh, yeah, that's a good one for a mage. Definitely like blue or something cool like that. Beard? Ooh. Let's go with a big old mage beard. It's not very magey at the moment, but... Wait a minute. Magic chops. There we go. Magic mutton chops. Perfect. But yeah. Yes, and karma. And I was explaining this last time too, but I'll go over it again. Is this the one? Yeah. I want magic. I want spell casting. I don't need chi casting, really. One more karma point. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that into... this one? Yeah. Spirit summoning. Let's do that. Karma is like the experience points of the game, and you get that from doing good things and bad things. Good karma and bad karma both contribute to your overall karma. It's not like a positive-negative thing, it's just experience points. That's just what they happen to call it. Because Shadowrun is a world of gray areas, and... it's not... there's not always a right answer, because everyone kind of lives in the shadows, and there's no right and wrong. It's more that there's what makes you money and what makes you happy, sort of. I think I'm going to go with my Shadowrunner etiquette again. Give myself a name there. But yeah, but here we go. The Harfeld Manor Run. Life was good. Easy jobs, regular pay, a reliable crew. But things went south and you had to drop off the grid, put a bullet in the past and start fresh somewhere new. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin. See? The Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the Great Dragon Lofweir only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. And, as luck would have it, home to your old partner in crime, Monica Schaefer. It's your third run with Monica and her team. An old castle holdfast, 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is a standard smash and grab. Crack the vault, grab the data, get out in one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers for Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause to take in your surroundings. The Harfeld Manor, 2054, 1 hour east of Berlin. The estate grounds are silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. Your team gathers near a side entrance of the old castle holdfast, cloaked in darkness. The night is peaceful. You know it won't last. You know it for what it is, a pleasant illusion that will shatter at the sound of the first gunshot. Hey, it's Monica. Listen up, folks. Listen up, folks. Monica Schaefer. You ran with her back in the day, watched her get her first data jack. Now she's your team leader and a Dreck-hot Decker to boot. We're on a tight timetable. I want to enter the estate, find the basement, open the data vault, extract the files, and bolt. 10 minutes, top to bottom.
Trying to get home in time for worm talk, love?
Dietrich, shaman, the old man of the team. He smiles at her, his facial tattoos writhing in the moonlight. Monica's eyes twinkle with mischief. Maybe.
How many times have I told you, you can't trust anything that comes out of a dragon's mouth? That trid trash will rot your brain.
She grins. It's educational. Besides, this should be a milk run. Security is supposed to be light. A few automatic weapons, no armor. With a little luck, they'll never know we were here. In my experience, there's no such thing as a milk run. Glory. Words of wisdom from our new edition. I agree with Baby Noob Cakes. Glory, razor-clawed street samurai. Her voice is cold and neutral, her expression placid. They may only be private security, but their bullets don't know that. I can patch you up if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. You people need to relax. We're professionals, remember? Monica raises her arm and speaks into her wrist-mounted comlink. A darkened face shimmers on the view screen. Iger, are you in... Iger? Ager? Let's go with Ager. Ager, are you in position? The comlink crackles and the response comes back low and soft. Softer than you'd expect from a troll.
Affirmative.
Is that a lady troll?
Affirmative.
No. Can't do that. Still gotta do a low voice for a troll. Sorry.
Affirmative. The alarm lines have been cut, and I have a clear line of fire on the estate service entrance. When you exit the building, the path will be clear.
Excellent. Thank you, Ager.
Just doing my job. Ager out.
The comlink goes dark. Monica winks at you as she drops her arm. See? We're professionals. All right, people. Enough chatter. Our client wants the data from the vault, so we get him the data from the vault. Quick, quiet, and quick.
You said quick twice.
She grins. Worm Talk is on tonight. Glory raises an eyebrow slightly. I told you! It's educational! Ooh. First I'm gonna go pick up my gear. I'm assuming that's what this... Yep, your gear and some weapons line the back of the van. Grab a weapon. Ooh. I think I'm still gonna go for the shotgun. Grab the rest of your kit. You grab your running gear from a worn duffel bag near the weaponry. Leave the van. Let's go in. Keep it quiet, team. Let's do this. A private museum. The owner of this estate must have money to burn. That is a full... Wait a minute, hold on. That is a full-on T-Rex skeleton. Well, maybe not T-Rex. Maybe Allosaur? I don't know. But yeah, a full-on theropod skeleton. Must be genuine. The vase in this case looks both very old and very valuable. A fine scrollwork of lapis and gold leaf decorates its exterior, and the interior shimmers with the organic beauty of abalone shell. Your fixer could probably move this thing in a heartbeat. You can't help but notice that the glass encasing it looks awfully flimsy. Ooh, shoot. Maybe I'll come back for you later. Once we raise the alarm, The cask in this display case is decorated with inlaid panels of ivory scrimshaw. I wonder if I will be able to come back for that abalone shell thing. Intel says that the elevator should be to the north. This definitely feels more like a Shadowrun than a lot of the other missions from the last game. Like, not that the first game was bad by any means, but like, uh-oh, enemies. Intruders! At my position! No, I'm good. I know how to do this. Oh, cool, I can select the different things. Neat. I'm going with this one, though. Ooh, the particle effects in this look a lot cooler. Oh man, I can't get to cover. Oh well. Moving up. Flanked. Oh, cool, there's actually like flanking bonuses now. What do you do? Oh wow, she's got a lot of healing stuff. That's cool. But all she's got... Oh, she's got her hand razors. Yeah, let's just move her up all the way. Street Sam? Definitely need her to get closer. What do? You do throwing knives? Oh, throwing knives and magic. Okay, cool. Ooh. I'm gonna give myself an extra AP. I know that spell. Move up into cover. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of enemies. That is a lot of... Oh my god, I did not look at this room all the way. That's a lot of enemies. Oh man. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. I think I just need to systematically take them out here. I think I need her in cover. Monica, get to cover! Quick! Ooh, glory. Oh, it actually shows you their HP now. That's interesting. It's gonna slash him up. Why are you... Oh, because he just cast a spell. That's right. What is this? Dragon Slayer Idol. AoE. The power of the Dragon Slayer aids all friends, and then a 3-tile rage, and incoming damage reduced by 3. Oh, should have used that first, huh? This is not great. This is not looking great for me. Oh, and I'm getting flanked from behind. Ooh. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, God. It's so bad. Oh, at least they missed. Oh, at least they missed. And that guy's running for it. Well, might as well get rid of you. Oh, I forgot about the ley lines. Do I come back and... Maybe I come back and take care of this person? Nah, screw him. Let's go with this guy. Let's move you up into cover, because you're getting hurt, dude. What do you have? Oh, that costs 2. Dang it. That sucks. That sucks. Heal. Heal you. There we go. That was nice. Okay. Much better. Zap that guy some. Monica, take an aimed shot. And then just another regular shot. Glory. Yeah, you're just gonna go slash people up. Because that's what you do. You decided to build yourself as a melee character. That's not my choice. Ooh. Ooh, glory. Okay. Let's blast some people. Wait, can you summon the spirit? You can summon that spirit. Ooh. Oh wait, now I can't see their HP? Maybe it's my HP that I can see? I thought I could see their HP. Whatever. What else can you do? I'll just keep shooting this guy. Oh, I missed. Let's get Glory in there. Or actually, does she have a... Yeah. Unbalanced. Interesting. They've definitely added a lot of mechanics. Since the last game. Oh, nice shot. Oh, they shot. Oh, he just powerballed his friend. He just killed his friend. Let's get this thing in there. Let's go for 4. It's always more dangerous, but hey. Might as well try killing him. I can't believe I have to move by ones. Oh, come on. All that for nothing. Let's move up. Monica, do you have any good shots? No, you don't even have a good shot at all. Let's get you up there, too. Glory, do you have any special abilities or anything? Nah, you know what? You're gonna heal yourself, Glory. There we go. Oh, and you can go attack. Because with melee people, it looks like you can move and attack with the same action, as long as the person that you're trying to hit is, like, within range and everything. Can I heal? Yeah. Nice. They're still worried about the spirit, which they should be. It's huge and gigantic. Oh, there actually, like, is a lot of cover mechanics here, huh? That's interesting that they actually made the cover mechanics, like, worth something this time. Because in Shadowrun Returns, they really weren't. Like, there was no benefit to getting behind people other than higher hit ratings, and, like, I mean, that's fine. Let's go for it. Can I kill this guy with him? Nice. Any of this stuff that I can steal? Well, I mean, they should know we're here, so I'm actually gonna run back here and go steal this thing real quick. Oh, what? Wait, I can't... No, I want it. Oh. It doesn't want me. It doesn't want me to take it. I wonder if I had chosen to break the glass the first time around. I wonder if that would have, like, alerted all those guards or whatever. Ooh, probably should have come down here first. Security Alert Response Plan, Quebec 6, Matrix Operations Locked. HTR team responding. Hey, Monica, think you can crack this? Because I sure can. The corner of her mouth lifts into a smirk. Step aside. Oh, and baby noob cakes, I've got to ask. Is the display on your Trid flashing 12 o'clock back at home? Monica doesn't even bother jacking into the terminal, and her cyberdeck remains slung over her shoulder. Her fingers flicker over the terminal's virtual keyboard, and a moment later, a happy chime chirps out of the security node's speakers. Bingo! Doors open. Let's go! Is that this door? Oh, that is this door. Probably should have done this first, but whatever. Select the Decker to jack in. Yep. Monica. Just checking out her abilities here. Reduces alarm state. Yeah, let's go ahead and just reduce the alarm state real quick. Wait, that raise it? Weird. Oh, geez. Guess just this? Missed from point blank range. I'm just too good at dodging. Let me see if I can... Can I hit just them? I can hit just them. Almost. They did 0 damage to me. Wow. Oh, that does ongoing damage. That's cool. Yeah, I guess I could have summoned a attack program. Execute Assassin Expert System Program. Huh. Okay. These Matrix bits are always a little... They're not quite as interesting as the main gameplay, but it's not so bad. Ooh, got pay data. Antiquities delivery schedule. I think that's it. I think that's all I can do here. But that's kind of cool. Because, I mean, that's what deckers and hackers do in the tabletop Shadowrun. They kind of just... They're usually not fighters so much as just, like, helpful people who... They're support more than anything. And what is up with these vents? There were vents in the last game, and I could not for the life of me ever figure out how to get into them. Nah, it really won't let me. Maybe I'm not small enough? Maybe I need to be a dwarf? I don't know. So far, so good. If your skirmish with security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. Monica leads the rest of the team downward into the basement of the Harfeld Manor. Your payday is waiting. The data vault lies ahead. Dietrich eyes the door, then turns to Monica. That's a big freaking vault, Liebchen. Oh, he's German. That would make sense. Bigger than on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data we're looking for should be just on the other side of this door. Monica combs a hand through her hair, parting it to reveal the black plastic sheath of her data jack. That thing right there. Because people have implants in this future world, which are interesting. A quick jaunt into the Matrix, and a little digital hand-waving, and I'll have this thing wide open. Be right back! A burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on Monica's comlink. Ager! Ager! Ager, still in position outside the estate.
Hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in?
Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich fixes his stare intently on the vault door. Glory looks cold and distant, just as she always does. We've been through this before, Iger. Ager. We've been through this before, Ager. You're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us, the same principles that apply to the flux state.
Please, spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, Ager, love.
She sighs.
Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer.
I don't know. Sure. I'm gonna say Ager. I know I've been messing around with it, but I think I'm gonna go with Ager. Ager's right, Monica. We should have a second in command, just in case. Monica stares at you for a moment, clearly irritated. Then that twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you and speaks into her comlink. Very well. We'll do this one Ager's way. While I'm jacked in, Baby Noobcakes is in charge. There's a pause, then Ager's voice crackles out of the comlink again.
Baby Noobcakes? Did I hear you right? You're putting the rookie in command?
I thought you were a pro, Ager. Questioning orders in front of the team isn't exactly a pro move, is it?
This is ridiculous. Clear the comm, rookie. Now!
Monica nods at you, and the smile has disappeared from her face.
Listen, Monica. I know that this is a joke to you, but I'm telling you.
Ager! Monica's tone is all business. Evidently, she has heard enough. The decision's made. You have your answer.
Acknowledged.
Without another word, Ager's image flickers and fades with Monica's communicator. Sorry about that. Ager can be inflexible, the legacy of a long military career. But she knows what she's doing, and she means well. No sweat. I'll buy her a beer and talk it out after the run. Good man. Ager's skills and experience are invaluable to this team. It would be good to have her on your side. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. Monica turns towards the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyberdeck, then glances back at you with a grin. See you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing in the smooth, rhythmic staccato that only an expert decker can achieve. Oh shit, she just got dump shocked. Without warning, Monica's back arches violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms ripple through her face and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. You look down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor. The tip of her tongue. The room explodes into action. Glory leaps towards Monica, her hand outstretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly screams still ringing sharply in your head, you are only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. Pulling a data jack is not a good idea, and smashing the cyberdeck won't really do much. I think I'm just going to help hold her down. As Dietrich holds Monica's thrashing body, you grab her head in both hands and hold it steady. Glory wraps a cybernetically enhanced hand around the cord leading to Monica's data jack and pries it free. The commingled scents of charred meat and ozone fill the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Suddenly, Monica's eyes flutter open. Oh God. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face, and blood oozes between her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing, and the look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. Just stay with us, Monica, okay? We're gonna get you out of here. Save your breath. Save your breath. Glory's voice is strained. She's had a stroke. A bad one. She'll be dead before we're even back to the van. Isn't there anything we can do to help her?
I know what I'm gonna do.
Dietrich leans in close, his nose hovering inches away from Monica's. His voice is soft, almost a whisper.
Liebchen, it's Dietrich. Tell me what did this to you.
Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. The blood welled up in her mouth comes pouring out in a slick, covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shape she needs.
Fear.
With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see pain and fear in her gaze, and something else. Hope? Oh God.
Where Schwingy.
A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again. She grunts. Then her chin drops to her chest and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fix on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on its recessed screen. Slowly, she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long, strangled croak. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face, and she stops fighting. Her gore-slick jaw goes slack, and she dies. And now there's bad guys to deal with. You're about to get some revenge. Monica! We've got hostiles. This clearly isn't a data vault. We need to get out of here fast. Ooh, do we leave? No, we can't. Time to blast some faces. Glory, get in there. Take him out. Oh, God, that was brutal. Don't really have much in the way of offense there that I can hit him with. Ow. You dick. I wonder what these little blips are, because they're not action points. Huh. I don't know. Oh, wait, no. Dietrich... Oh, well, I was going to say Dietrich can heal himself, but Dietrich can just, What? Oh. He's just gonna zap. Get him, Glory. Finish the job. For Monica! Terminal active. Terminal active. MCPOS Building Maintenance Software version 1.01. Command line interface. Internal memory checksum invalid. Baby noob cakes, 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 baby noob. Dietrich scans the room nervously. They've sealed the door behind us. We've got to find another way out of here. What are you doing? Monica was trying to tell me something about this terminal. It must be important. Well, any ideas? Something tells me we're going to have more company soon. Stay frosty, Dietrich. Just give me a minute. Text continues to scroll down the terminal screen. A problem has been detected with a core component of MCPOS. Restore MCPOS to factory default settings. Yes, no. Warning. Restore process will take several minutes to execute. Connected doors and peripherals will be disarmed when complete. Baby noob cakes, baby noob cakes, baby... Hit the Y key. Processing request 0% complete. As you watch, the number on the screen slowly begins to climb. This is going to take a while. You glance down at a second screen to see that the facility is on high alert. In place of a simple data vault, it seems you've stumbled upon some kind of massive underground complex. A map of the Holdfast grounds indicates that security forces are en route from multiple angles. The doors currently being rebooted by the system's restore process are flashing a dull red. If you're reading this display correctly, the only exit from this room is the Holdfast's old servants' entrance on the western side of the building. At that moment, Ager's comlink winks onto your Ager's image winks onto your comlink with a crackling sound. The image is grainy, flickering in and out.
What's going on down there, rookie? Talk to me!
Monica's down, Ager. The vault was a setup.
What?
I'm sorry, Ager. We couldn't save her. Now we have to get out of here. Look for an old servants' entrance to the west of the main grounds. We'll rendezvous with you there. Ager's silence is thick, but when she finally responds, her tone is professional. Roger that. She cuts out without another word. Glory turns to face you, her movement smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out in a frosty monotone. What's the play, baby noob cakes? Our escape route will open in a minute. We hold tight until then.
By hold tight, you mean sit here and fry anyone who comes to the door, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Yeah. Dietrich's pained expression twists into a mask of hate. His hands begin to glow with primal energy.
I can do that.
Good. I thought so. When the door locks disarm, we make a break for it. Until then, we make them pay for Monica. Dietrich and Glory nod in agreement. They're bad guys over here? Glory, get way up there, because, like, you need to be close. Survive for 9 turns. Summon Spirit. I don't know if I should summon that spirit yet or not. Can I go on Overwatch? I don't think I can Overwatch right now. Well, I don't really have to heal anybody at the moment. Oh, I have drugs. Do you have anything? You have spirits too. Let's give that to Glory. Survive for 8 turns. No one's here, though. Can anyone... No one can actually do an Overwatch, so I guess we just end. There's somebody, finally. I had no idea where anyone was going to come from. Okay, then. Target acquired. Blast the hell out of this guy. Oh man, I feel bad sending Glory over here all by herself, but yeah, it does show me their HP right now. I want to get her in a better position. There we go. Okay. Dietrich, summon that spirit. Wind Dancer. I really hope I don't lose control of it next turn, because that would be bad. Oh, shit. Right, I should have moved myself. Flanked. Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. Ouch. Okay. Let's go for this thing first. Ah, control broken. That's not good. In that case, I think I'm just gonna run myself over here. And no, I don't really need to heal. Go for those claws again. The figure loping towards you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy overlapping plates. What you can see of his face looks raw and slick, like old scar tissue stretched tight over his skull. He wears an expression of supreme confidence.
All right, friends, playtime's over.
And I guess he's a pirate now.
All you Shadowrunners are the same. Skulking, sneaking, steal a vase or two from the museum. No harm. Maybe I'd let you scamper away into the night. But now it's too late for that sort of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here.
The gaping maw of the minigun jerks upward, an impatient gesture loaded with malice.
Drop your weapons and surrender.
That's military-grade armor he's wearing, baby noob cakes, hardened against small arms fire. we'll have a tough time getting through it.
I'm less concerned about the armor than I am about that minigun. Those things can tear a man in half. You have about 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out here and surrender, and I promise I'll make this easy.
Huh. Who are you? Can we talk about this?
No.
The orc's gauntleted fist tightens, and you hear the distinctive whir of his Vindicator's motor spinning up to speed. The barrel begins to blur as he wheels the weapon to face you. And I'm right here. This sucks. Man, why? That really sucks. Get him, Glory. Dietrich. Oh, man, we need to get you just right the hell out of here. Where can you go? Wait, you can just kill this guy. There we go. And then his drone should fall. Maybe. Well, I guess not. Okay. And then I need to run away from the minigun. Glory, though. I think Glory's gonna use another med kit. Oh, man. Take the shot. Take the shot. Be better than that. Okay, coming over here. He does not have any offensive spells except for this one. It sucks. Alright, what you gonna do? Ooh, ow. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. That's still flanked? Really? I'm surprised by that, actually. I need to get myself out of here. Do I have... Oh, I have a med kit. Great. I think we need to kill this guy. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to use the claws. The claws. Dietrich. Ah, you can't see. Haste myself. Heal myself. Oh, God. I left Glory out in the open. Well, at least that guy's an idiot and can't hit worth a shit. Come on. Powerball. I'm just gonna have to keep blocked. Ooh, that's not good. Let's try to get another spirit out here. Maybe the spirit can draw some fire, because, I know I sure am not looking too good right now. Oof. Oh, God, it hit both of us? Okay, gotta go for the spirit. Come on. Yeah, there we go. It'd be nice if some of this hits. 1 damage? Are you kidding? This thing is worthless. Oh, wait, it had other abilities. I missed that. Well, because in the first Shadowrun game, they didn't have extra abilities. Oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do. Well... huh? God, he is just... That's still flanking? How's he flanking? Like, that's not flanked. Come on, keep it. Okay. Lightning bolt. An electro current. Let's do them both. I can't drain his AP? What the hell? Come on now. Okay, okay. I'll take that. But I'm also gonna move it up so it just can absorb some bullets. Yeah, and then I need to move myself back to cover because I was an idiot and clicked in the wrong place. Just go back over here. Glory. I wish you could pick where you... I wish... See, like, it's showing me going right there to attack him, but I really don't want to go right there to attack him. I want to stand behind him. That's not really an option. I'm just gonna heal myself again. Jesus, this dude is ripping through me. Let's get... Oh, I was gonna say let's get rid of this stupid drone. I can't heal myself. Better accuracy for you. Oh, escape? The door unlocks with a loud click. Your escape route is clear. I think I might just try killing these guys. I mean, I know it's not a good idea. Jesus, stop killing Glory. Oh my god. Why is it just her? Okay. You're going in with the claws, and then you're just gonna run around here, because you can survive a few more bullets from these things, but you can't survive this guy anymore. Gotta roll those dice. Man, I really wish I could hit his AP. That sucks. I can't hit her with that. Blocked. Man, this guy. What is this guy? Oh, he's only got one. Shoot. Yeah. I guess I just try to... Oh, ooh, that's nice. Okay. It's one fewer enemies. The orc suddenly pauses, inclining his head to one side and covering his ear with a finger. His vindicator starts to spin down. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. He grunts, briefly tapping the finger against his ear. Squads 3 and 5 report to the main entrance. Do not let the intruders escape. Without another word, he slings his weapon over his armored shoulder and turns to leave the room. Hey, we were just getting started here. Oh, what a dick. Oh, I wanted to... Oh, I actually wanted to kill him. Damn it. You're really not allowed to kill him, are you? Oh, it's mad at me now. Ah, bullshit. I should have dispelled it. I should have just done that. Damn it. Get out the door. Oh, that's not even just the exit? Damn it. You gotta be kidding me. I am screwed. I am so screwed. Why did I stick around to kill the giant orc? What? Oh, I think I'm dead. I think I might actually just be dead. My character might just actually be dead. Shoot, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I was so sure I was gonna have that finally with those spirits. Yeah, I think my character's just dead. Oh, this sucks. Come on now. Oh, okay, I guess I'm healed now. But I can't make it out of here, so... And I can't heal myself further. So I think I'm just screwed. She's gonna die too. And I'm gonna die. Oh, this sucks. Because they're obviously just gonna shoot me, because I'm the only one left in the room. Hello? Enemy turn. Oh, they shot the spirit then. I think I might be able to get everybody out if I do that. Jeez. That went horrible. Iger rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. From the look on her face, it's obvious that she's already sized up the situation. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. For now, we need to... Yeah, we'll talk about this later. For now, we need to bug out. Tell me something I don't know. Ager slaps the side of the van. Pile in, people, and baby noob cakes when we get back to... Cruise Bazaar. We're gonna have a little talk. I am not gonna know how to pronounce any of the German words in here. Never took German. Do not know how to pronounce German super well. I'm gonna guess my best. And here's that word again. Kreuzberg. Home to nearly 500,000 people, and, until recently, Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood the locals call the Kreuz Bazaar. I'm assuming that's bazaar, like marketplace bazaar, and not Kreuz Basser. That just sounds wrong. A safe port in the eye of a storm. The ride back to the Kreuz Bazaar is quiet. No one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of streetlights and neon signs plays across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colors. Soon, the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling alley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle and climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system. A well-kept secret, providing your team safe passage into the Kreuz Bazaar. Your safe house waits on the other side. Let's get inside. Destroy all humans. Can't happen fast enough, love. The sooner we get in, the sooner I can get drunk. Paul Amsel. You step inside, and the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off of steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord. Part dealmaker, part information broker. One of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in. The grim faces, the hard stares, Ager's fury, and Monica's absence. I had a feeling. How did she... His face has gone ashen. He swallows. Takes a moment to chew on the words before spitting them out. How did it happen? Something... No. Not that. The run was a setup. 1 minute she was cracking the safe, the next, she was on the ground screaming. I've seen Monica hit black ice before. This was something worse. Glory nods, her motions robotic and spare. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. That's right. Iger thrusts a gloved finger into your chest, and this idiot stood by and let it happen. Ignore it. Let it happen? Let it happen? She jacked in, she screamed, and she seized. By the time we saw she was in trouble, it was already too late. Yeah, because you never bothered learning what to look for. Muscle contractions and microtremors are good indicators of a Decker in distress. I'm assuming you didn't have anyone keeping an eye out for those. No. If you had, my friend wouldn't be lying dead in a basement. Oh, shove off, Ager. We were all on the lookout for physical security, baby noob cakes included. Throwing him under the bus isn't going to help anything. Under a bus is exactly where he belongs. Ager turns to face Dietrich. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, Dietrich. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica was good. She was the best. Right? She was also overconfident. She treated her job like it was a game. Do that long enough and you're gonna get burned. Iger turns her focus back to you. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have all figured all of this out on your own by now. You'd know that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Ager. God, I can't keep that straight. Enough, Ager. Amsel's voice is hoarse, his expressionless blank. Enough. Ager pushes ahead, heedless of the interruption. Her voice remains measured, but there's fire in her eyes. How many seconds passed between Monica's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a Decker's brain in 5 seconds? How dare you? How dare you? We did everything we could. You don't have to answer that. Of course you know. Monica died while you stood there and watched. This is all your fault. That is enough. Amsel's voice comes out in a roar, and his fist smashes down on the desk behind him. Ager, you and Baby Noobcakes can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. Our client sent you into something much bigger than he'd led us to believe. I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Payback isn't the only reason we need to find him. We saw something back there, something that we weren't supposed to see. it's fair to assume that we're all still in danger. He pauses, rubs his temples. Agreed. And to neutralize that danger, we need to know who we are dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. Huh. Yeah. Verschwinge. Monica lived long enough to say a name. Verschwinge? That's my best guess. Verschwinge. She fought hard to tell us. It must be important. Ansel seems taken aback. He pauses for a moment before responding. The Firewing. This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories. Glory raises an eyebrow. The Firewing? The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experienced the terror of living in her shadow. He glances at Glory. You are far too young to remember her, of course. But for Germans of my generation, the name Verschwinge is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Verschwinge was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Amsel takes a deep breath, slowly releases it. There is a haunted look in his eyes. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered. Roasted alive in their homes by a creature, a legend. No hope for salvation, no end in sight. It was a horror that you could not begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the Firewing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe, of course. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire, and crushed down in the radioactive wasteland of the Sox. Sox? I don't know that. This event was called the Dragonfall. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man.
If the Dragonfall was important an event as you make it out to be, I'm surprised that I've never heard of it.
Those early years of the Awakening were traumatic, Ager. Not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world. A new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic. In the light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Firewing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. He rubs his temples. Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of Verschwinge is a bit of historical trivia and nothing more.
All right. So Monica spent her dying breath trying to tell us about a long-dead dragon.
Ager sweeps her eyes across the group, searching for a glimmer of insight. Finally, she gives up.
Any idea as to why?
Amsel's voice trembles with frustration. No, it doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Verschwinge... Fuer? It's Firewing. It's just Firewing, but I think yeah. Verschwinge has been dead and gone for 42 years. But there's one thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. He visibly struggles to calm himself, takes a deep breath, and slowly releases it. I will look into this, and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. He appeared to be the head of security. That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features that I could look into?
He was an older guy, for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc.
And he'd had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts come from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records.
That is something. I will see what I can find out. Did you notice anything else during the run that may be of value?
The estate was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. Amsel nods.
That much is clear.
It wasn't a minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build.
And time. There was more to it than we saw. Places like that don't spring up overnight.
And all in secret. The owners, whoever they are, were none too pleased by your escape, I'm sure. What else did you find?
That's all we got.
That's not much.
Amsel nods. His face is drawn and haggard. Also, wait. If Ager was military trained so strongly, why didn't she go into the basement? Why didn't we have somebody else doing the lookout work? That doesn't make any sense. Amsel nods. His face is drawn and haggard.
It is thin, I agree. A basement, a middle-aged orc with skin grafts, and a long-forgotten world event?
Wait, we're still missing something. Who paid for this run? Amsel looks pained.
I do not know his exact identity. I did not set up the run. Monica did.
His face reddens.
I warned her. I told her not to take the job, but she assured me that it would be a cakewalk. Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-State political scene. I never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him. But Monica, she would do anything for her cause. Anything for the Flux State.
He sighs.
Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. And that was all it took.
We need to track down Monica's client and press him for information.
Yes, most definitely. It is clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe.
When he finds out what happened to the run, he's probably gonna rabbit. We need to chase him down before that happens.
So, yeah, how do we find this guy?
There is a man here in the cruise bazaar, a Turk,
named... Oh, God. Man, you're just gonna throw some crazy names at me, huh? Okay. A Turk named... Is that supposed to be Altug? Barakgazi. Altug Barakgazi.
He owns a little soy calf shop just down the way called Cafe...
Sezva?
Sezva. This man is also a purveyor of information. I have done business with him from time to time.
And you think he would know something about Green Winters?
Ansel nods.
When I discovered Monica's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altug. One of his people has been keeping tabs on Winters ever since. As I said, I did not trust the man.
Huh. Best to be cautious in our line of work. Should I go meet with Altug then?
Yes, tell him that I sent you. I will do what I can to dig into the information that you've uncovered already, sparse though it may be.
Ooh, puppy. At least we have a puppy. As you start towards the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monica's dog. An enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low.
Oh shit. Dante.
Dietrich shakes his head.
Don't worry, boy. We'll look after ya.
At the sight of Monica's dog, Amsel's eyes well up. He inhales but can't quite catch his breath.
He started whimpering about an hour ago. Turned into a full-blown howl, wouldn't stop, kept...
He closes his eyes.
That's when I realized something bad had happened.
Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you. Oh, definitely gonna scratch him behind the ears. Dante leans into you and looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg.
I guess the dog is going with you, baby noob cakes.
Amsel takes a ragged breath and releases it. Then a slow, melancholy smile plays across his face.
Well, perhaps a part of Monica lives on in Dante.
I had this feeling like, for a Decker, like she uploaded her consciousness to the dog. Like, that's first guess. Like, that's what... if I were a Decker and had a dog, I would definitely have some sort of, like, black box containment unit on him or in his brain so that I could, like, upload myself to him. Because no one's gonna kill a dog, you know, I don't know. Whatever.
Return to the safe house when you're finished with Altug, mein Freund.
With a little luck,
he can help us locate Green Winters and we can get to the bottom of this.
He stares at the floor.
And now, I think we should all take a moment.
His lips tighten.
For Monica.
Dietrich turns his head as you approach. At your approach. His aging face is traced with a network of faint scars, the legacy of too many fights over the years. While he still retains a degree of strength and vigor, it's obvious that the shaman you see today is a shadow of his former self. Despite all of this, there is still an aura of power surrounding the man. He raises his bottle, offering it to you.
Baby noob cakes, welcome. We've got a bottle of schnapps that needs sharing, and we've got fallen comrades to drink to.
Yeah. You go ahead and toast Monica.
I'm drinking to revenge. As good a cause as any, I suppose.
Dietrich shrugs.
Drink away, then.
The liquor in the bottle is crystal clear, and as you raise it, you catch an intoxicating whiff of cloves and caramel. It tastes of sweet corn and walnuts, with a lingering aftertaste of buttery toffee. What is this? You swallow a swig, then return the bottle to Dietrich's outstretched hand. He takes a long pull on the bottle, then locks eyes with you.
Let me ask you a question, baby noob cakes. What made you choose to come to Berlin?
I had my reasons, and it had to do with giant bugs.
Such as? Come on, boss. I'm trying to figure out who I'm working for here. I think that I deserve to know that much.
It was time for change. I was tired of fighting people who were trying to summon giant insect spirits.
Come on, boss. Nobody moves to Berlin without a good reason.
What's happening here in Berlin is special. I felt the need to be a part of it. Dietrich breaks into a wide grin.
Can't fault you there, chummer. I'd have to turn in my punk credentials if I did. Berlin is special. What we've got here in the F state, this is anarchy done right. Okay, so you heard the siren song of our fair city. Felt it in your bones, yeah? and you just had to take part in it all. So you packed your bags and you made your way here, never to return. That sound about right so far?
Rurplex? Is it like rural? I don't know. Let's see. More or less. There was a bit more to it than that. But yeah.
So you came on back to Berlin, and to Monica.
Dietrich raises his bottle again, then closes his eyes and takes a long drink. After the moment has passed, he returns his attention to you.
It all comes back to our girl, doesn't it? So let me ask you, just what was your relationship with Monica anyway? I want to know. I know that you two knew each other way back when, but she was pretty coy about those things.
What do you want to know?
Monica was my friend. I cared about her.
Dietrich shrugs.
I don't know. I guess that I just want to get to know her better. There were some areas of her life that have always been a mystery, and if you could shed any light on them, I'd be appreciative.
Yeah, I guess I knew Monica well enough to know that... What you mean? She did have a mysterious way about her.
So what was the deal between the two of you? Don't leave me in suspense.
We were friends.
Right there with you, and privileged to say so. She was one of the best women I've ever known. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time, and the bottle's almost empty. Thanks for taking the time to talk, and for what it's worth, I'm happy you're here with us.
Dietrich takes a final pull on the bottle, then tips it forward, pouring the rest on the ground.
Rest in peace, Monica. We'll miss you, girl.
Do you have more to say?
I got nothing more to say, boss. Let's just get this run taken care of. And you can hit me up again later if you want to talk.
Oh, cool. The dog follows me. Awesome.
Baby noob cakes.
Amsel peers at you apprehensively. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim.
Did you get the information about Green Winters?
No, not yet.
Then please, continue working. We need to find that man.
Oh, that's okay. So that's my gear locker. Let's go talk to Glory. Glory is beautiful, in a waifish sort of way. Her features are almost elvish in their delicacy, but there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling. What's more unsettling is her crone. Glory is rocking a heavy loadout of cyberware. From head to toe, she looks to be composed more of plastic and metal than she is of skin and bone. In the shadows, individuals such as this are anything but uncommon, but Glory's cyberware is first generation. All of it. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born. That's weird. Baby noob cakes. She shifts her gaze to you, but her expression is as cold and as placid as always. Can I help you? Ooh. I can use spellcasting / conjuring to use astral perception to read Glory's aura. Without shifting your attention away from Glory, you allow your consciousness to partially slip into the astral plane. As your third eye opens to the hidden world around you, you feel the familiar tingle of dormant senses awakening. The room that you're standing in slowly shifts to match its true nature, a lifeless expanse of gray, ugly, and cold. Your own body, however, explodes into a swirling chaos of scintillating color. As the astral plane shimmers into view, you focus on Glory. You can still see her with your corporeal vision, her delicate frame, her bulky cyberware that breaks her silhouette, the faraway look in her eyes. But laid over the top of her physical body, there is a slight shimmer, her aura, damaged as though it may be. And that's one of the other cool things about Shadowrun is, I think I talked about this in a previous video somewhere, that one of your statistics is actually essence. And that's what this is talking about here, is because to be a caster, you usually keep all of your essence. Like, you can't get cyberware in addition to magic. You can get a little if you're not going to go full magic, but it's usually recommended that magicians and adepts don't, and mystic adepts, which is a combination of the two, don't get any cyberware because that removes your essence. Actually, even just having a like an amputated arm removes your essence. Like, you're no longer whole, which is really interesting to me. And that's why it says here, her aura damaged as though it may be. Her aura is damaged. Her essence is damaged because of the fact that she's partially cybered out. Or actually, mostly cybered out is what it looks like. The chrome that Glory is sporting has really done a number on her. Whatever she may have been before she went under the knife, her aura is now reminiscent of the room she's standing in. Oh, and things that aren't alive, like concrete and other things, don't have auras. Like, so if you go to the astral plane, our world looks very gray and desolate, but the earth itself has an aura. You know, grass and trees and living things have aura. People and animals and all kinds of things have these auras, and spirits. The spirits live on the astral plane. But people who have lost limbs or parts of themselves to modification and whatever, theirs is, like it says here, cold. Her aura is now reminiscent of the room she's standing in, a cold, dead thing, mockingly sculpted into a facsimile of life. Somewhere within that mutilated aura, a shred of humanity awaits, but finding it isn't going to be easy. Suddenly, Glory's body language changes. The look on her face is somewhere between suspicion and alarm. I got something in my teeth? You're staring. With an aura this shredded by cyberware and surgery, it's going to take a minute to gather any useful information. Yeah, I might as well be truthful with her, because I just, scoped her with my weird aura vision. Okay, continue reading her aura. Just trying to figure you out, Glory. You've got a lot going on beneath the surface. I imagine that we all do, yourself included. And yet, you don't find me gawking at you. As Glory speaks, you continue to focus, sifting through the void left by her vintage chrome to find the tatters of her original essence. There it is. Finally, you catch a glimpse of a color, a flash of her true self, and behind it, something else. In a reflexive panic, your third eye slams shut. The hidden world of the astral plane disappears from view, and an afterimage of what you saw remains, twisting in your mind. Glory was magically active. Aha! And see, that's what I said, is people with magic, you can't really have that stuff, because every time you lose part of yourself, you lose essence, and you lose your maximum ability to have magic and use it. The shred of her essence that flitted past your vision left you sure of it. What's more, you'd wager that she had real power once. Terrifying power. Of a sort that you can only guess at. All of this was surprising. But it was what you saw behind her aura that chilled you to the core. There was something connected to Glory's essence. A metaphysical tether stitched into the fabric of her soul. It reminded you of a leash. You can't say for sure what was holding the other end, but whatever it was enormous and ancient and cruel. And you can't shake the feeling that, as you looked into it, it stared back at you. Trembling, you find yourself back in the mundane world. Glory is still staring at you, her neutral expression ever so slightly tinged with annoyance. We need to talk about what I saw in your aura. I knew this would happen. Look, my aura is my own business and none of yours, understand? Wrong. Wrong. What I saw in your aura looked dangerous, both to you and me. That makes it my business.
You don't know the half of it. But it isn't dangerous to you anymore. I fixed it. Understand?
She gestures at the antique cyberware that riddles her body.
It's mostly gone now. The only person it can hurt is me, and only if I let it. So drop it. Okay?
She pauses for a moment, and the hard expression on her face softens.
Look, I understand that you're trying to help me, and I appreciate it. I do. But I'm not ready to talk about this yet. Maybe when we know each other a little better. Okay? Until then, just give me my space. We've got a job to prepare for, baby noob cakes. I don't have any more time to talk. Hit me up after the run if you like, but for now, I need some space.
Ager glares at you, and you can taste the bile in her stare. She clearly still blames you for Monica's death.
Something I can do for you, fearless leader?
Yeah, you can apologize for that little outburst that you had in front of Paul and the rest of the team. She replies through clenched teeth.
I want you to step away from me, baby noob cakes. Right now.
No, actually, I don't. Unless you intend to make me leave.
It's tempting, baby noob cakes. It's really fucking tempting. But no, I won't hurt you. Not unless you give me a reason to.
You're wrong about me, Ager. I intend to prove that to you. She stares at you for a moment, then looks away.
Best of luck with that, baby noob cakes. Now please, leave me alone.
Not just yet. We need to talk about Monica.
Not right now, we don't. Don't push me on this, baby noob cakes. One of these days we're gonna hash this out, and you can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends. But it won't be today.
Okay, cool. Where do I go? I already talked to Dietrich. I talked to Paul? I think I just go out here onto the streets. With my doggy Dante. My doggy. Yeah, and from what I heard also, Dragonfall is actually... it was originally DLC for Shadowrun Returns, so it does have a lot of the same type of stuff going on as Shadowrun Returns, but it does definitely have some updates, and then it was eventually released as its own game. Donations for the Soup Kitchen have slowed, damn it. Not surprised, altruism often comes with an expiration date. Man, there's a lot more to do here. This is much more open world than the first one was, than Shadowrun Returns. Shadowrun Returns was very linear, which isn't a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, that's the fact, is that it was linear. A pair of round eyes peer up at you from under the hood of a grime-smeared winter coat. You recognize him as David, one of the Cruz Bazaar's street kids. If you had to guess, you'd place him in his mid-teens. Though it's difficult to tell because the grime and acne marring his face, you've seen him following Monica around between runs, chasing her heels like a lost puppy. She always seemed to have a soft spot for the kid. Oh, hoy, baby noob cakes, have you seen Oh, hoy, baby noob cakes, have you seen Monica around? I've been looking all over for her. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you, kid. Kid blinks, a blank expression on his face. She's dead, isn't she? Sorry, kid. We all are. Yeah. Look, I think I want to be alone right now. Let's go to the Talismonger's shop. Ooh, it's Algernon. Algernon, what the hell are you doing here? He was in the last game. Absinthe. Something about the young elf behind the counter makes your breath catch in your chest. She's lovely to look at, but a strange kind of beauty. Her eyes are large and luminous, and impossibly green. As she looks up at you, you can see that her irises are flecked with iridescent gold. Hello, and welcome to Algernon's. Perhaps I can help you with something. Man, there's... nothing against having female characters in games at all. Not against that. It's just really hard for me, with such a low voice, to do so many female characters. But here we go. As she smiles up at you, her eyes fixed on yours, a curious feeling of weightlessness fills your chest. It feels as though you're floating in a warm, calm sea. A gentle current pulls you closer to Absinthe, and the sensation is pleasant. As you drift, the golden specks in her eyes begin to move. Look away. Marshalling your strength, you manage to avert your gaze, breaking Absinthe's stare. All at once, the floating sensation dissipates, and your consciousness snaps back to its normal state. What was that? What happened? My fault, and my apologies. Sometimes when I daydream, I bring others along for the ride. It was... unintentional, yes. But there was no harm done, correct? You'll be fine. No skin off my back. Now let's get back down to business. I have money, and I need magic. She nods, taking care to avert her gaze. You'll want to talk with Algernon. This is his establishment. He can help you. Now if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Hey Algernon. What the fuck are you doing here, man? I remember you back from, Seattle. What are you doing here? Greetings, young elf. The elf's voice is smooth as silk and rich as clotted cream. Something about him instantly puts you at ease. Oh, that's right, he just projects, so this probably isn't actually even him. I am Algernon Half-Dream, the owner of this establishment. In my shop, you will find only the finest in magical paraphernalia. Now tell me, how may I serve you? If you're selling, I'm buying. Show me your inventory. Ooh, acid bolt. Could definitely use some stronger armor. I got chewed up in that last fight. Love me some lightning bolt. Oh, that's all the money I have. Okay, Power Bolt 1, no Power Bolt 2? No Power Bolt 2. Man. Okay, fine. Oh, that's an automatic... That's a weapon attack? Ooh, that's... Maybe later. That's cool, though. I like that. I like that a lot. Do I take Acid Stream? Or no, I gotta take Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt's too good. Switch out the armor. Okay. Looks good to me. Oh, I don't have any healing items left. Okay, time to leave. I like that back room that they have. It's really awesome. Look, like it's a really artistically interesting looking thing. Where does the subway go? Oh wait, dancer's bag. Tip the dancer? Yeah, sure. Why not? Tip 5 Nuyen. She might be an ally later. There doesn't appear to be anything I can click on here. Nah, not a whole lot going on in the subway then, huh? Moritzplatz. U-Bahn. Wonder if Bahn means bus? Here I go guessing at German words. That's great. That is a massive troll. Before you stands a troll. There was a stretch to say he's standing at all. His great mass is barely held upright by two vintage prosthetic legs, along with a crutch under one arm. His body clicks and hums with every shift of his weight. Despite these disabilities, his eyes are sharp and calculating.
I know you?
If you know Monica.
Sure, I know Monica. You one of hers, then?
I'm Baby Noobcakes, by the way.
Good to meet you, Baby Noobcakes. Name's Alexi Lane.
What do you do here, Mr. Lane?
Ache and groan, mostly, and try not to be a bother.
Something you should know about Monica, though.
Something happened to her on the run.
How'd you know?
It was written all over your face. I had a feeling besides. Monica almost always comes around after a run to check on everybody. She's long overdue, and now you are here in her place. So she's either severely wounded or outright dead. Which is it?
I'm afraid she's gone. The grizzled troll nods grimly. The servos in his prosthetics complain as he lets loose a heavy sigh.
Now that is a shame. She was a hell of a runner, that one. And a good friend.
I'll leave you be, Mr. Lane. What about Samuel Beckenbauer?
Ah, yes. Hello. Hello.
The sound of your approach, the orc turns to face you. He wears a severe expression, but there is kindness in his eyes.
Guten Tag, Elf. Can I help you with something?
I couldn't help overhearing your conversation. I take it that you run a charity of some sort? He nods.
Yes. It isn't much, but we do what we can.
Such as... Come on, give me specifics. He clears his throat and begins to count off his fingers.
In the past several years, I have established a shelter where the dispossessed can sleep, a soup kitchen to feed the hungry, and a library for the people of Cruz Bazaar to better themselves. It isn't much, I admit, but it's a start.
A good start, Samuel. You mustn't be so hard on yourself. There are limits to what one man, even a determined man, can accomplish.
This is true. This is true. He nods to the orc at his side. Thankfully, some of the residents that I've helped over the years have come back around to help me. I've got 15 assorted orcs and trolls from all around the Cruz Bazaar working for me now. They help me man the soup line, stock the library shelves, and to do all of the hundreds of other little things that a community organization needs done every day. These extraordinary individuals are living proof that what we do here has value. They are my inspiration to continue forward. She beams at the compliment. From her body language, it's clear that she idolizes Beckenbauer. Oh, she. So I was like, is that she, really? Like, I mean, not to say that it can't be, but, like, I just wasn't sure. Now, do you have any more questions? If not, I will bid you good day. I don't wish to sound self-important or rude, but there are many pressing matters that demand my time. Are you accepting donations?
Yes, of course. We're actually desperate for them, truth be told. People seem more intent on taking care of themselves than they are in providing for the less fortunate. Of course, those concepts are not unrelated. As poverty rates increase, so does the crime rate. Assisting the needy increases the quality of life for all. In any event, our shelter has some basic needs that desperately need to be filled. The walls of the shelter are not insulated, and new blankets would go a long way toward keeping our guests healthy and comfortable. Ideally, we'd like to purchase some space heaters as well. With 250 nuyen, we could make the purchase. Of course, I do not expect you, a relative stranger to our keys. Kies? Ugh. No good at German. To contribute that much. Whatever you could spare would be much appreciated. Ooh, I don't even think I have 250. Take 100. I can spare the money and you can clearly use it. Samuel accepts your donation with a smile. A fine donation. This will do a deal of good. Thank you. You're welcome, Sam. Think nothing of it. Sorry, I'm a little tapped out for now.
Very well, my friend. Thanks again for your help. If you see anyone in need, be sure to send them over our way. We will do whatever we can to make their lives better. Let's talk about something else. Very well. If you wish, what would you like to talk about? No questions. I'm just passing by. Once I get some more money, maybe I'll come back your way, man. That's the safe house I came from. Oh yeah, the guy told me to just like go down the street and talk to this guy. I really do like this much more like open world feel to the whole thing. It's Jan Goldschmidt. Hello, my friend. The voice that comes from this man in the chair is as enormous as its owner, a deep booming roar, dripping with unrestrained mirth. A fine day for Soycaf, yes? Yes, it certainly is a beautiful... From the back of the store, the voice of the shopkeeper cuts you off. Don't mind the fool in the chair. He roars like a traumatized walrus, stewing all day in his own sweat. The man behind the bar glares at Goldschmidt, his upper lip curled in disgust. I tolerate him only because he takes his Soycaf by the bucket. Goldschmidt responds with a raucous belly laugh. Apparently he finds the shopkeeper's insults to be hilarious. Ah, Altog, mein Freund. You are quick-witted and sharp-tongued as ever. I bow to you. Are you going to put... Once again, the shopkeeper cuts in. To bow to me, you would first have to vacate your chair. The shopkeeper claps his hands together, clasping them in front of his chest. I shall summon a team of determined young men and an ox to assist with the task. With luck, you will be on your feet by nightfall. Goldschmidt smiles up at you, his small eyes glittering. Enough of this senseless bickering. You have approached me for a reason, yes? Tell me, what can Jan Goldschmidt do for you? Something bad is going to happen if he doesn't stop interrupting me. Oh, don't mind our deal, Altug. He is a peevish man, but his ire was not directed at you. Goldschmidt grins up at you from his overstuffed chair. I have the distinction of being the sole target of Altug's rage and derision. It is a badge that I delight in wearing. Why did you put... Nothing. I'm done with this. Goldschmidt gives you a deep nod, his jowls quivering. Until next time, my friend. The man behind the counter looks right past you and at the dog close behind. Dante! I will fetch his water dish, and perhaps a coffee for our friend here. Soycaf. Black. The Turk looks disgusted. Very well. A soy calf. He... to himself. The man behind the counter has a The man behind the counter has a broad smile and open demeanor of a classic Turkish street vendor. Ooh, Turkish? I don't have a Turkish voice. Welcome, honored Efendim. Welcome. And how can Burak Gazi serve you today? You would like a cup of coffee, perhaps? Coffee? As in real coffee, not Soycaf? Yes. For individuals of refined taste, I offer genuine bean coffee from my native Turkey. The cafe owner looks you in the eye. The tone of his voice grows low and serious. This is a top-shelf item, my friend, and not for the general public. Only those few discerning connoisseurs who can properly appreciate it. I think I'm the sort who can appreciate. Tell me about the Turkish coffee. It is hand-picked by my family in Turkey, a true delicacy of the Sixth World. It was considered a luxury even before the Awakening, when bean coffee was everywhere. Every street corner, they say. Burak Gazi leans in close, lowering his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. Long hours in the shop have perfumed his body with a commingled sense of coffee, incense, and applewood tobacco. Trust me, if your coffee experience has to be limited to Soycaf, you must not deny yourself this opportunity. You will see God. All right, you sold me. How much? This is a specialty item, delivered at some cost. I cannot part with it for less than 50 nuyen a cup. Oh,
Too rich for my blood, unfortunately. I just gave to charity. As I said, these items are not for everybody. Was there something else that interested you? Paul Amsel sends his regards. When he hears Amsel's name, the Turk's voice lowers and his accent becomes less exaggerated. His eyes take on a knowing look. Ah, very good. Please express to Herr Amsel my appreciation of his patronage. If he needs any more catering jobs seen to in the future, I am always happy to provide. He tells me you're developing the menu for a friend of his now, Herr Winters, I believe? I want to hear all about it. Yes, of course, a wise one. Kami, come! A young woman bustles in from the back room. Her gum chewing is loud enough to hear over the noise of the coffee grinders. Burgazi spits something out in rapid-fire Turkish. As you wish, uncle. I will see to it right away. Kemi offers you a shy grin, snaps her gum, and hurries back into the room where she came from. My girl Kami is arranging to make contact with the chef as we speak. This will likely take some time. My chef is a busy man. While we wait, I wonder if you would be so kind as to run a small errand for me. A trifle, really. I hate to trouble you. I am embarrassed to even ask. But I would be most appreciative of your help. I'm not your errand boy. I do a job, I get paid. He smiles big. The Turkish vendor again. You are already being compensated, most masterful of mercenaries. Do you not recall? Kami? Yeah. Kami is fetching your information for you. Returning the favor would be the courteous thing to do. My time is a valuable commodity, my friend. I'm sure a businessman like you can understand that. Oh ho! Yes, of course I can! Burgazi rummages through his pockets and fishes out a crumpled 100 Nuyen bill. He thrusts the coffee-stained wad of paper into your hands. There! Now you have been paid. You have been paid. Now let us get on with it, eh? Altug's voice lowers to nearly a whisper. The errand is simple, hardly worthy of you. I have installed a number of data taps to Berlin's fiber optic network. As part of my civic duty, you understand. These taps provide free matrix access for all who live in the Cruise Bazaar. In order to maintain their, their anonymity, each tap's protocol buffer must be reset every few days. I wish for you to visit each tap and reset it. Simple enough. Yes, it is a simple job. Time-consuming and a bit tedious perhaps, but simple. Just reset the taps and come back when you are finished. There should be 3 of them scattered around the neighborhood. The first one is just outside. Look for a metal box with yellow arrows painted on top of it. By the time of your return, I should have the information Herr Amsel requested. The special today is caramel soy calf. And that's yet another part of the Shadowrun lore, is that most of the real farming and everything is utterly destroyed, and this tap's data whatever. I did that one. But most of there's hardly any actual fresh fruit and vegetables. They can't really live anymore. There's been huge climate changes and falls and that kind of stuff, and so that's why it's soy calf and not actual coffee. Some places still have it, but it's just much easier to provide for the giant, huge population that it now exists in the world with basically manufactured food. Man, where are these things? Where are these things? Ah, there's one. Haha. Where does this go? Triage Cyber Clinic. Oh, okay, I don't need any cyberware, so I'm gonna guess the let me see if I can actually see it here on the map. No, it's probably not that close to that place. Maybe it's over here? Oh, I can't even get over here. Where would this last one be? Man, I feel kind of dumb that I'm not able to find this one. I feel like it should be a little more obvious. Ooh, statue. Haven't seen back. Oh, here it is. Oh, the phone's ringing. Bizarre monument towers before you. At the top of the pedestal, the form of an angel stands, its outstretched wings looming over the small park. But the material is strange and uneven, giving the statue a cold Frankenstein-esque appearance. It appears that the artist has welded this monument together from various metal scraps and pieces of junk. As you approach, a small grimy motor at the base of the statue flickers dimly to life. The grainy face of a smug young orc appears on screen. Hello there, I'm Herbert Kunzel, the creator of this monument. What would you like to know? That's okay. I'm gonna go answer this ringing phone first. That seems a bit more important at the moment. It's an old, obsolete phone booth. It's ringing. Yeah, pick it up. A monotone, pitch-adjusted voice begins speaking almost immediately. Shock Wellenreiter. The Shock Wellenreiter's contract for this Kias is no more. Baby Noobcakes is listed as a follow-up contact. This is our only secured line to this Kias. Please listen to the following instructions carefully, if you are a supporter of our cause. Who are the Shock Wellenreiter? The Shock Wellenreiter is fighting for the freedom and liberty of information in Berlin. The F-State manages many things, but information remains controlled. Corporations keep any information they can under lock and key. Silencing dissent, silencing indiscretions, silencing the truth. Our goal is to liberate this information so that any who wish to may access it, and so that the F-State can regulate itself based on truth. We are simply a collective of like-minded individuals working towards this cause. We have phone booths in strategic locations throughout the city. Within each, you may find a request posted for specific information. If you can obtain a copy of this information, return here and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of the information remotely and post an undoctored copy of it onto the Matrix ourselves. It is our stated goal that this information to remain free to all. However, you will be compensated for sought-after information returned to this location. The line goes silent. I'll keep an eye out. It remains silent. Let's reset this last data tab. As you are resetting the data tab, you notice that someone has duct taped a small homemade receiver to the system. An earplug dangles from the receiver. Put the earplug in your ear. The sound of heavy machinery makes it difficult to hear the words that are being spoken. After a moment, you find you can make out two distinct voices. A nasal woman who sounds like a heavy smoker, and a man who speaks in a high-pitched, breathy tone. I just heard... Monica... need to verify... Good for us. Continue listening. A sound like a conveyor belt starting adds to the noise of machinery, and you can't make out anything else until it comes to a stop a minute later. Think of our next step? Wait. Isn't ready to make a move yet. Should be patient. See who steps up. Could be someone more. More conveyor belts start up. All you can hear is the sound of machinery. Some sort of motorized vehicle starts up, drowning out everything else. A bell rings loudly again and again. It sounds like a telephone. You hear the sound of a door slamming shut, and the noise of machinery is suddenly muffled. There's a rattle of plastic, and the ringing stops. The nasal woman's voice can be heard again in a sing-song tone. Guten Tag, how may I help you? Silence. Her tone changes, becomes more businesslike.
I heard. Yes, he knows. I told him it wasn't time to make a move yet. What do you think I am, an idiot? The council needs to meet again. I know, getting everyone in the same room is challenging. Getting them to agree on a course of action is going to be even more challenging. From my perspective, the Cruise Bazaar was only stable because of her. If she really is out of the way, well, we'll see, won't we?
Silence.
Yeah, I know. What can I say? Things go slow in the Flux sometimes.
You hear the sound of a door opening again, and the cacophony of machinery fills the line. You can't make out anything more. Time to walk away. Well then, there's definitely people plotting to kill Monica, that's for sure. Not so great for Monica. And I think after this, I think I'm gonna call it for the evening. But let's finish up this little mission here. Altug smiles at you from behind the counter. Welcome back, Honored Effendim. How may I serve you? I finished with your little trifle, Herr Burkgazi. Ah, very good. I assume you had no difficulties. Easy. Well, difficulties, no. One of the taps had been a bit modified a bit, though. Someone was using it as a surveillance device. He laughs. Of course they were! I would be surprised if they weren't. This is Berlin, after all. In the Flux, everyone spies. If you do not spy, how will you know who is in power and who will be next? Who will be in power next? If you are to stay here, Effendim, you must get used to it. Who enters the Turkish bath will sweat, as my uncle Tademir always says. Nevertheless, I shall have one of my people look into it. Wait, there's more. I listened in on the tap and heard something. Might be important. He eyes you closely, amused. Oh, tell me, O listener at Keyholes, what did you hear on this surveillance tap you found? Couldn't make out much. A nasal woman and a high-pitched man. They seemed pleased Monica was out of the picture. The Turk's face falls. News travels fast in Berlin. These two are known to me. Is there more? The woman got a call. She talked about a council meeting tonight to decide if they should make a move, then was drowned out by heavy machinery. He nods grimly. Most excellent. It is indeed fortuitous that you discovered this information, though it is not unexpected. I will have one of my people attend this council meeting and report back. Sounds good. Keep me in the loop. With that out of the way, let us return to our pressing business. He barks a stream of rapid-fire Turkish at the gum-chewing young woman, and the gum-chewing young woman comes hurrying out to the counter. The menu for Herr Amsel, Uncle. Cammy hands you a folded piece of paper. Inside is a memory stick. Please extend my consolations to him. The death of Fraulein Schaefer must have hit him hard. Burkgazi. Man, that's a hard name. Burkgazi gives Cammy a small nod, and she hurries out of the room. When she is gone, he returns his attention to you. Please express my condolences as well. I only just heard the news. Monica was an important part of this community. He frowns. Few knew how important. The memory stick Kami just handed you should contain all the information Herr Amsel requires from our chief in the field. Should you require my services in the future, you know where to find me. Until then, good day. And that is where I'm going to say good day to you guys as well. Let me go ahead and spend my karma, level up here a little bit. But again, thank you so much for watching. If you're here on Twitch watching me live, that's awesome. If you're watching me later on YouTube, thank you. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you like everything. I'm really having a lot of fun with these. We're on to the second game, and it's just as much fun as the first. Even more, actually, I think this one is even a better representation of what Shadowrunning is. It's gathering information like this, going around sort of an open world and everything. And I'm having a lot of fun with this, and I hope that everyone who's watching is as well. And I'll probably be back, I might be back tomorrow with another stream. It depends. I'm not really 100% sure. It might be a shorter one, because I might have some more things to do in the evening tomorrow. But either way, thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you later.